Got my little protein bar here. My manager's so cool. So we still haven't got this last day of work just yet, but they have turned the phone lines off. So at this point, we're doing absolutely nothing except we're clocking in and clocking out. I was going to use PTO for this production gig I'm about to do, but my manager was like, it's cool, don't worry about it. You just check in via text message and allow me to still get my hours. So cheers to that. I ain't got to use no PTO, still getting paid as if I'm at work, and I'm about to go make some extra money. So hey, a win, I'm feeling pretty good for the most part. So yeah, let's get into it. What's good, family? Morning thoughts. Free will. Every day we wake up with free will. We get to make the choices that we want, right? And those choices result to a certain outcome. And that product may happen in the next 30 minutes, an hour, or the consequences and the results of those actions and choices. You might really see the product years down the line. So the choices today was on a small scale, but it's choices like this that creates a lifestyle, and in the future they still have some type of impact, right? Choices for today. Do I work out? So I don't think I've updated you guys so far, but we are now in the second week of January. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess technically third week of January. And starting this week, I haven't had absolutely no work. The call software is now turned off. So at this point, we're just clocking in, checking in, and clocking out at the end of the day. But I have free will to do literally whatever with my time now. First thoughts of the day was, okay, I got paid, I got a little extra check from the gig, right? Should I go get this crab bowl, or should I eat what I already got at home? And me, I don't eat out a lot, so most times when I do want that, I usually honor it. But today, we eating what we got at home. I want to work out, but I also know there is a ongoing, never-ending list of things that I need to get done. So, do I work out, or do I knock out some of these things on my list? I also have a podcast later today, and my audio still is not where it needs to be. So I really need to take time before I record to set up these mics and play with the settings and see if I can figure out what's causing the noise and keeping my audio from being the quality that I know it should be. Free will. I get to choose what I do with my time and what I do with my time, this or that. So yeah, that's just some of my thoughts today. Just trying to figure out how I want to navigate through the day, how I want to navigate through the weekend and through the next week, because I know I have gigs and I have recordings, and I'm actually starting a small business accelerator class. I believe it's 13 weeks this coming up Sunday. So when I know I have certain things scheduled and I know that my evenings are about to be busy, that means either I'm going to have to start going to bed earlier so I can wake up early and work out, or, I'm going to have to figure out what's really important to me. Another free will thing I'm thinking of is, how do I get to that next level, and what's going to take me to that next level? Something I'm constantly battling with is figuring out what to focus on and what to prioritize, because as y'all see, I do so many things, and as amazing as it can be, it also can be extremely overwhelming and exhausting. And right now it feels very exhausting and frustrating, not knowing what I need to fully focus on, which my podcast, I know that's a priority for me. But even with the other things in my life, I'm just trying to continue to stay close to God, draw closer to God, and seek that clarification, make sure that I'm staying in alignment and doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing and focusing on the things that I'm supposed to be focused on, because I don't want to continue to thin myself out, spread myself thin, focusing on all the things, and it's not really moving me forward in the direction that I know I'm supposed to be going and get me where I know I am going to be when it comes to riches and wealth, and just having more time and financial freedom. Like that's what I seek. That's what I want. That's what I know I'm going to get to. But what is that thing or things that I should be prioritizing that's going to help me get to that place? So my prayer is, God, help me to stay focused and those things that I should be focused on, that's really going to make an impact not only in my life, but the people in my life. I truly believe when it comes to passion and purpose, those things are not just for our own benefit, but it's for other people's benefit. It's like Kevin King on one of my CompasScope podcasts who was talking about turning your passion into profit, and how he's became financially free and have all the time to just maneuver how he wants. It's because he learned that when it comes to having a business or having a product, it's not about selling the product. It's about finding a solution to people's problems. So God, help me tap into the resources that I have, the skills that I have, and how those things can be used for your glory, number one, but also to be a solution and a help for other people's lives. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay tapped in. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to stay encouraged. My lease here is supposed to end the end of February. So they really want me to let them know by the end of January if I still want to extend my lease and be here for another year or not. The job situation is still in the air. They still have not updated us on when the last day will be. So it's a lot of uncertainty right now in my life. I've been managing pretty good as far as like just staying positive, but I'm also just trying to make sure, like, I'm listening to worship, I'm worshiping, I'm meditating, I'm doing the self-care, I'm doing all the things that I should be doing, just so like I know how the enemy works. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, right? So the enemy comes to get in our thoughts and make us feel hopeless and wants us to lose our faith and feel like things aren't going to work out. So I'm just really trying to stay close to God and stay close to the people that's pouring into me. And just reminding me that everything works together for the good of God, and understanding that God is everything's going to work out in his time, and just staying encouraged. So yeah, I've been applying for jobs, but I haven't got anything yet. The job field thing is just it's weird. It's weird. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's jobs out there, it's jobs out there," but I feel like it's two sides of the spectrum. Like, say for instance, people that have certifications, GED, high school diploma, like for like customer service jobs, warehouse jobs. Yeah, those jobs are always applying because there's a high turnaround, right? It's constantly people that's leaving. But when it comes to the other side of the spectrum, people that have bachelor's degree, depending on what that field is. With my field particularly, I am in the field of biology and psychology. If I knew what I knew now, I would have went ahead and got my master's. Having a bachelor's in biology or psychology will absolutely get you almost nowhere. That's just, I only can speak from my experience, right? And my experience is, it's been hell. It's always been hell trying to find a job with just a bachelor's degree. You really need a master's in both of these fields in order to succeed and make some money. So there's also something else I've been thinking about. Do I want to go back to school? But why go back to school and work for somebody else when I know I really just want to work for myself? I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm called to be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? So at some point in time, I probably will go back to school. I do want to get more knowledge into neuroscience just because that's something I'm really passionate about, mental health. And I know a long-term goal of mine is to have my own mental health holistic clinic. But as of right now, that's not what I feel called to do. If I can really do what I'm meant to do and really what I want to do is to be able to make enough money off my own skill, talents, and experiences. So that's what I'm trusting. That's what I'm going with. In the meantime, I am trying to find a job, but trying to find a job that pays me more than I make right now. It just has not been successful. Within my 3 years of working for this company, which is a patient-facing, constantly on the phone calling job, there's been many times I've been frustrated within these 3 years, and I've taken time and months at a time to apply for jobs, and I've yet to find anything. So we're here again, which is why like I'm just really pacing myself and asking God to use me and show me what I'm supposed to be doing, because I don't want to be spending all of my time applying for jobs that's not for me. God knows what's for me and what's not. So I don't want to spend my time doing that when I could be pouring into my podcast. I could be pouring it into cuts. I could be pouring into building my brands and my businesses, right? So yeah, I'm trusting the process, and I'm going to continue to trust the process. I'm going to continue to have faith, and I know that everything is going to work together, and it's going to come together when it's supposed to. One other thing, like I previously told you guys, I'm big on fasting and challenging myself and just dying to my flesh and tapping into my spirit, making sure that I'm constantly in tune with God so that I can see, I can hear, and I can feel the things that He's trying to communicate to me. He, she, God. God ain't got no pronouns. God is not a person. But so with that being said, as y'all know, or maybe y'all don't know, I don't know, I haven't smoked marijuana since like June of last year, 2024. I'm currently on a celibacy journey, which I started about the same time as I started not smoking marijuana. And I've kind of been back and forth with alcohol on and off, where I will enjoy a drink occasionally. So it's not like I'm a alcoholic or I don't know how to turn it off or stop doing it. Sometimes it ain't even got to be all that. We don't have to wait till it's at the extreme to cleanse ourselves and to discipline ourselves and, you know, stop certain habits, especially when the things that's in it aren't really good for our body. So I said that to say I'm currently doing 30 days, no alcohol, starting on January 5th, I think, after my aunt's birthday. I haven't had a drink since then, so I'm going to go until like February 4th. And also, starting on the 19th of January, for the last 2 weeks of January, I will be on a vegetarian
top diet, no meat. I really need to do vegan just because I feel like I've been going crazy with cheese. I absolutely love cheese. But I'm gonna give myself a little slack because I be going hard on me for real. I be going hard. So yeah, no meat starting on the 19th for the next 2 weeks of January. And yeah, so I'm cleansing, I'm fasting, like I'm staying tapped in. I'm really serious about my life. People say YOLO, you only live once, but the actions of that is just, I don't know. People take that as you only live once, so why not live it up and do all the crazy things, all the toxic things, all the whatever damaging things, because you only got one life. But my thing is, you only got one life, so why not take care of it, make the best of it, and live it up to the fullest, and still do it in a healthy manner. You know what I'm saying? And really take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. But it's just me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we fasting, we praying, we keeping our faith high, keeping our energy high. We stay encouraged on this journey of uncertainty and finding out what's next for me in this next season. And once again, it's in God's hands, period. I'm just keep grinding and allowing God to literally guide my footsteps because I don't know what to do. I really don't. I don't know what to do. I don't. So, hey, it's in God's hands. Welcome to the journey. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this journey and how things go. And yeah, we just gonna ride it out together and see what happens. What's next in this life of Kesey. Go down the list, check it twice, make sure I have all my equipment needed for the podcast. I was doing a full setup with my softbox light and all, but setting all that up can be extremely time consuming. So I'm going to limit what I'm bringing out. I'm just going to use my great video maker and maybe just one photography light. It still gets the job done. So that's what's most important, is to just save time, be efficient with time, so that it's not taking me an hour to set up previous to recording the podcast. And also, I'll be going upstairs, so I definitely don't want to make it more heavier and to be carrying it around more than I absolutely have to. So yeah, we're gonna try to keep it minimum, make sure I have at least 2 angles recording, 2 cameras. I have my interface, my cords for my mics. I need my mic stands. I also have my room mic just in case of backup audio. 2 mics. 2 mic stands. 2 extra tripods. That was for my display screen, so I can also be able to see this while I'm recording, make sure that there's no blurriness. One more for the light, and one more for the camera. And my boy got to connect, so we ain't even got to be in the main hall area. We can now be in one of the spaces of Crest building. So even better, so we won't have any distractions during the video. And just do what we do.
I would say, shoot, just about everything for me, as far as like the opportunities and the people I've met, just came from talking to people.
It's imperative. You can't get around it. You have to talk to people.
That is number rule and like everything, like entrepreneur, like everything. You have to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
That's where, like, that's one of the golden rules. Like, that's what everything by, follow up people.
Mm-hmm. All right. And we are back. It's been a great evening / night. Podcast went good. Went to go listen to a little jazz for a little bit and then went out to eat. Since I am doing 2 weeks of no meat, I'm like, I need to go ahead and get all my craving and sweets and meats out the way. So I went to Jim and Nick's. Bussin', don't never miss. The best is good. The ribs we hitting, everything we hitting. So yeah, I'm about to shower and I was thinking about staying up tonight and just vibing, getting things done. But the more those ribs is settling in my stomach, the more I'm like, nah, I think I'm gonna lay it down sooner than later. I did have a local artist here that performs at a couple of joints. Hit me up looking for a keyboardist to accompany her. So I'm trying to expand myself, which means I have to learn more music. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it at least a good hour of just playing on the keys, try to learn as many songs as I can, and see if I can pull through and perform for her gig, just so I can have, different things going on. So yeah, that's the night and more to come. See y'all tomorrow.